In a shocking incident, leader of right-wing group Rashtriya Rajput Karni Sena has been killed in broad daylight in his Jaipur home. Unidentified assailants entered Sukhdev Singh's Goga Medi's house and then fired multiple rounds at him and two of his associates. Times Now's accessed CCTV footage of the audacious daylight murder, which shows two shooters firing bullets and then running away from the room. Goga Medi was rushed to the hospital, but he succumbed to his injuries. Rohit Godara of the Lawrence Bishnoi gang later claimed responsibility for the attack in a Facebook post. In this post, Godara said that they killed Goga Medi because he was conspiring with their rivals. Police, meanwhile, is going through the CCTV footage and has assured that culprits will be nabbed.
जितना भी साक्ष्य और सूचनाएं हमारे पास है, उसे उम्मीद है कि बहुत जल्दी हम बाकी दोनों को भी चिन्हित करेंगे और इसके पीछे जो भी इसका प्लानिंग किया है उधर तक हम जल्दी पहुंच जाएंगे। जो यहाँ से जब भाग रहा था, यहाँ से जब जा रहा था, तो उनको एस्केप के लिए गाड़ी ले नहीं पाया, क्योंकि जिसने गाड़ी लेके आया था उनका क्रॉस फायर में मृत्यु हुआ, तो उनको गेट अवे के लिए एक स्कूटी छीन के वो स्कूटी में भाग गया।
Sukhdev Singh Goga Medi was part of Lokendra Singh Kalvi's Rajput Karni Sena. It was this organization which had spearheaded the protest against Sanjay Leela Bhansali's Padmaavat. However, due to differences, Goga Medi later formed his own Karni Sena. The killing of the Rajput leader has angered his supporters who've taken to the streets in Jaipur. They've blocked roads and burned tires to protest against the killing, alleging that Goga Medi wasn't provided with security despite repeated requests. They've even warned that they will not allow oath to be taken if action is not taken in time.
Yes, you can see right now behind me, there has been protest that is going on right now here. They are burning tires, they are burning the trees here. They have put a kind of a barricading right now here. You can see the visuals directly from outside the Metro Mass Hospital, and we'll try and also speak to few of the supporters here of the Karni Sena and Sukhdev Singh Goga Medi.
हमको सिक्योरिटी डिमांड करते हुए करीब 3 साल हो गए। 6 महीना पहले हम लोग प्रताप सिंह जी खाचरियावास के यहाँ पर गए थे और हम लोग पूरा प्रतिमंडल गया था राजपूत करनी सेना का। प्रताप सिंह जी मिलने से इनकार कर दिया उन लोगों ने उस टाइम पर। उसके बाद में हमने कलेक्टर को ज्ञापन दिया। कलेक्टर ज्ञापन देने के बाद में हम लोगों ने गृह मंत्री से मिले थे, लेकिन हमारे सिक्योरिटी की कोई इंतजाम नहीं किया गया। जो पर्सनल सिक्योरिटी थी वो दादा के अपने दम पे खर्च कर रहे थे, और आज उसमें हमारा एक भाई जो धोखे से दादा से मिलने के लिए आया और ये वारदात हुई।
उनके परिवार को न्याय दिलाने का काम पूरा राजपूत समाज करेगा। ये सब जबरदस्ती की बातें हैं। जो पकड़ना चाहे, यहाँ मुख्यमंत्री का चेहरा तब दिखेंगे तब हमें न्याय मिलेगा। प्रदेश बंद रहेगा और ज्यादा हुई तो पूरा देश बंद होगा। शपथ ग्रहण नहीं होने देंगे।
Meanwhile, the murder sparked politics with BJP trading guns at the outgoing Congress government in the state, saying that under the Gehlot rule, gang war has flourished in the state. BJP has also promised to ensure peace, that it returns to the state once the government is formed. Congress, on the other hand, says if this is what happens when BJP is beginning its rule, what will happen next?
देखिए, पिछली सरकार के समय से जिस तरह से राजस्थान में गैंग वॉर्स बनती हैं, डिफरेंट गैंग्स के बीच में युद्ध शुरू हुए हैं और राजस्थान को अराजकता की अग्नि में धकेला गया, ये उसी का दुष्परिणाम है। करनी सेना के राष्ट्रीय अध्यक्ष स्वर्गीय सुखदेव सिंह जी को जो धमकियां मिली थी, उनके चलते हुए उन्होंने पुलिस प्रशासन को इसके लिए आगाह भी किया था, लेकिन दुर्भाग्य से जिस स्तर पर उनको सुरक्षा मिलनी चाहिए थी, उस स्तर पर सुरक्षा प्रदान नहीं की गई। निश्चित रूप से इसके लिए भी जिम्मेदारी तय करने की आवश्यकता है और साथ साथ में जिन लोगों ने ये दुर्दांत कृत्य किया है उनको तुरंत गिरफ्तार किया जाए, उनको किए की सजा मिले, और साथ में भारतीय जनता पार्टी सरकार बनने के बाद में इस बात को हम निश्चित ही करेंगे कि राजस्थान में अमन, चैन और शांति के शासन कायम हो।
मैं समझता हूं कि ये भारतीय जनता पार्टी सरकार के आमद की शुरुआत, हमें तैयार रहना चाहिए। दुखद है, दुर्भाग्यपूर्ण है, मैं इसकी कठोरतम शब्दों में निंदा करता हूं, श्रद्धांजलि देता हूं, पर अगर भारतीय जनता पार्टी की शुरुआत ऐसी है तो आगे चलकर क्या होगा।
You're watching the News Hour at 10, debate number 2 on Times Now, Super Prime Time.
Joining us on the show are Kirti Rathore, National Vice President of the Karni Sena. Also with us in the studio is Advocate Nikhil Jain, Lokesh Jindal, as well as Tuhin Sinha continue to be with us. Let me begin first and foremost with you, Nikhil Jain. The question that many are asking is this. You heard the supporters of the Karni Sena say that we had demanded time and again for security cover that was not granted, and therefore there are those who are questioning whether this is squarely at the doorstep of the Gehlot government.
Madhav, absolutely not. We must not forget that since 9th of October, the law and order of the state has been in the hands of the Election Commission of India. And now that the results have been announced and the BJP has been given a clear mandate, this incident has happened after that.
Nikhil Jain,
you could have blamed the Congress government for the part before the election.
One second. Let me just correct one thing. All administrative functions continue under the existing ministers. The Election Commission only is there to ensure a level playing field, that the administrative machinery is not misused by the party in power. And that's all the Election Commission does. The government doesn't go automatically under them or under their command. If there is a demand for law and order or any security, if it's under routine practice, that can be done. There's just no policy change that's allowed. Let me clarify there on that. So, Nikhil Jain, if these demands have been made for several weeks by these individuals, they should have been heard.
But we can't just ignore the timing of the event. Ashok Gehlot has already resigned as the Chief Minister. There is no Congress Home Minister at the moment. The government is for the BJP to take care of. At this point, if a murder happens, you can't blame it on the Congress. This is exactly the same BJP playbook.
Has the BJP government been sworn in? To the best of my knowledge, it hasn't.
It hasn't been sworn in, but obviously it's been announced that it is the BJP that is going to form the government. And if these assailants have waited for the Congress government to go out of power, that shows the kind of perception that criminals have about the state of affairs that is going to be under the rule of the BJP. And let's not forget, the BJP is a party that continually proves and propounds an anarchic rule, whether it is that bulldozer rule, whether it is shooting of Atiq Ahmed while he's being taken to court. This is exactly what the BJP propounds, and as soon as they realize, as soon as the Bishnoi gang realized that it is the BJP that will be in power, they thought it, well, might do the anarchy.
Tuhin Sinha, it's squarely the BJP's fault. You are coming to power and therefore criminals are now empowered or feel that they have a free run. That's the statement of Nikhil Jain. Please respond.
Well, Madhav, very clearly, Goga Mehdi ji's murder, shows basically reveals the sediments of a legacy of lawlessness presided over by Ashok Gehlot, which also saw the brutal killing of Kanhaiya Lal. And even in that case, it was the then government which failed, which was lax in providing adequate security cover to the victim. So there seems to be a pattern. If you look at NCRB data, crime was at its highest in the last 5 years in Rajasthan. And obviously, because the state government was not bothered about governance, they were interested in other things. But this particular killing could also have a malified intent, because one of my fellow spokespersons 2 days ago had actually tweeted that Congress is working on is so flustered with their defeats that they are working on a vicious plan to create anarchy, which is not something, I don't find the Congress incapable of. So it could well have an insidious motive, which we will know in the time to come.
Okay.
Conspiracy.
You want to respond to that, Nikhil Jain? There is some kind of conspiracy
Absolutely.
coming
First of all, Kanhaiya Lal was a tailor and he was murdered because of a WhatsApp status. For Tuhin to say that he was not given...
That's acceptable.
For you to... No. For you to say that he was not given any security cover is an absurd point to make. What is important is that...
Was he given a security cover? Was
there any demand for a security cover for so far as Kanhaiya Lal is concerned? And the most important thing is that the accused were arrested within 4 hours. The police was already engaging in investigation. When the NIA, which is under the government of India, took over the matter, it has been more than 1.5 years and nothing substantial has happened in that matter.
I want to bring in Kirti Rathore. Kirti Rathore, how do you respond to this kind of statement coming in from Nikhil Jain, who's, saying that whether it comes to Kanhaiya Lal or in this case, you can't blame the Congress government that existed perhaps is still the caretaker government, many would say. Kirti Rathore.
I would say, first of all, I would say that it is a political murder, and it's not just Goga Mehdi. It's been there with Anand Pal Singh case also, and I believe that it's a sheer like a political murder. And ये कहना गलत नहीं होगा कि कहीं ना कहीं
किसको accuse कर रहे हैं आप? जब आप political murder कहते हैं, इसका क्या मतलब है?
I am accusing the system. I am accusing the system. I am accusing the system. कि जब वो इतने time से he was asking for the security, why wasn't the security given to him? Why wasn't the security given to him? He's been asking for the security for so long. Why was the government so ignorant? Why was the government so ignorant?
Would you like to answer that, Nikhil Jain?
And why now? Why now? When the elections have happened, there's a new government which is going to be formed. Why now?
Precisely my point, Madhav, that the elections have happened, the results have been declared. It is clearly clear that the BJP is going to form the government. So if the murder happens now, you can't falter the Congress government for it. This is exactly like the BJP playbook.
That's normally the practice, Nikhil Jain. There is a caretaker government until the new government comes in. So how is the BJP, even remotely responsible is a question they are raising.
How is the Congress responsible? I don't understand. After the
because
Chief
you did
Minister
nothing
has
for the last
resigned.
several months, as the lady on the panel is stating.
But the murder has taken place after the resignation of the Chief Minister. How are we completely neglecting the fact? And on the Kanhaiya Lal point, I would like to again reiterate that within 4 hours, they were arrested.
Kirti Jain,
what has the NIA done so far?
Rathore, how long has the demand for security been made? Please tell us.
He's been asking for the security since last 2 to 3 years, and he's been vocal about it. Not just to the government, not just to the whole system. Even in his speeches, he's been vocal about this, that he's under threat. So why wasn't the government bothered to even give him security? Only one gunman was given to him.
Threat from whom?
Threat from many people. He got a threat from Pakistan also. He got a threat from Pakistan. He got a threat from many other gangs also. And he's been vocal about it to the government very clearly.
Okay. Lokesh Jindal, comment on this. Why were all these threat perceptions ignored by the administration? Why were they not taken seriously? Perhaps had they acted in time, we would not have seen this brutal murder take place, is a question that the Karni Sena is asking. Please respond to them. Lokesh Jindal.
Madhav, my first question to all the panelists is, can you please tell me which agencies provides security to VIPs? It is Ministry of Home Affairs. It is not the state government, for heaven's sake. It comes under the CAPF and CRPF. You ask the question to central government. Please go and ask the question to Ministry of, please ask the question to Amit Shah ji, that why wasn't security, why wasn't Y plus security given to him? When they give Y plus security to Kangana Ranaut, why didn't they give the security to him? Is Kangana Ranaut more important than the person whom we lost?
Okay.
Is Kangana Ranaut entitled to get all forms of security?
Why did the Union Home Ministry not provide security? If this was if this was so important, why did the Home Ministry not provide it? Please respond.
It's absolutely factually wrong. Tomorrow, if let's suppose in a small place like Ranchi or Raipur, if a local on local issues somebody is threatened, will he go to the Home Ministry in the center, or will he go to the Home Minister in the state? Don't confuse this issue. Law and order is a state subject. The central government is not the only entity responsible for providing security. Only when the threat is of a national perception is the onus on the central government to provide the security. But if the dispute is local, if the issues are local, then it is upon the state government to address the security issue. So please don't obfuscate and confuse the issue over here.
Okay, Lokesh, calm down, one by one. Answer the questions. I'm going to put them one by one to you. Is it not a fact, whether it's the Chief Minister's security in a state or the other dignitaries in a particular state, that their security is provided on the basis of the local threat perception, which is a subject of the local state government? Perhaps you're right. There are those who are national protectees, and that is the wisdom of the central government. But prima facie, if there is law and order, which is a state subject, then it becomes the state's responsibility.
If Lokesh has a business rivalry in Nagpur, will he approach the Home Ministry at the center, or at the local level? First he will approach the SP. Answer me that. If you have a business dispute in Nagpur, will you approach the Home Minister Amit Shah, or will you approach the local superintendent of police?
Wait a minute, brother. Listen to me.
Answer that. No?
The state law and order functionaries provide security cover to dignitaries who are holding important government positions as per the protocol.
He was not holding any important position. Government position. He was a pro-Hindu voice, and the Rajasthan government and the Gehlot was condescending towards pro-Hindu voices.
Absolutely.
So the discretion to categorize him entitled to a Y+ security or any form of security cover rests with Ministry of Home Affairs.
No,
it doesn't rest with the state government.
He is accusing the Gehlot government of acting in a politically partisan manner. That is a charge that Tuhin Sena is making. Respond to that charge.
First of all, Tuhin Sena is absolutely wrong when he stated that Gehlot government did not give him security cover. I right now proved it to you that it was the task of the Ministry of Home Affairs. Secondly, when such a form of rivalry was happening,
so did the security cover, even if it was given, prevent this incident from taking place?
Is there any FIR where the police did not act? Can you come up with a FIR that FIR was lodged, that there was a threat to life, there was a threat to any form of incident, and the police did not act? I will side by you.
Ask the
police will have to be answerable.
Kirti Rathore, was there any FIR? Lokesh Jindal wants to know, was there any FIR about a threat to his life? Please respond to him.
Yes, there were FIRs. There were constant information given to the local thana. It was constantly given to the local thana, but nothing was done. Madam, he had been vocal for about the whole incident in the public also, that he's been constantly complaining it to the local thanas, also given an FIR when he was even threatened by Pakistanis from over the phone. And so his phones were tapped and everything was given to the local thana, but yet there was nothing done.
Madam, if at all there is a threat given to an Indian national by a foreigner, by Pakistan or anybody, the matter rests with the Ministry of Home Affairs.
Okay.
And getting any form of a security cover belongs to the realm of the Ministry of Home Affairs, not to the local government.
You cannot be ignorant by saying just that it has to be given by center.
Well, primarily law and order is a state subject, Lokesh Jindal. Let's be clear about that. And I don't think anybody can take away. That's how our constitutional framework is. But I will, to end, ask one simple question. We are almost out of time. Yes, all right. Kirti Rathore, you want to say something? Go ahead.
Yeah, that is what I was saying. It's a state matter that law and order is a subject for the state, not for the center.
Okay, but we have just about a minute left. But Tuhin Sena, one second. I want to ask Tuhin Sena a question. Tuhin Sena, one of the reactions coming in is from a gentleman by the name of T. Raja Singh from Hyderabad. He says about this particular incident that has taken place. He says, in my language, bullets should be answered with bullets only. If law and order is to be controlled in Rajasthan, then one should work there in the style of Yogi. So there are those who will say that rather than being an elected leader appealing for calm, why is this kind of language being used? Is this something that is responsible?
No, we have always believed the law should take its own course, and that is exactly how this killing should be addressed, and that is how this killing will be addressed by the government that takes over.
All right. If that's how the killing will be addressed, we'll have to leave it there, ladies and gentlemen. Completely out of time. I'd like to thank Advocate Nikhil Jain, Lokesh Jindal, Kirti Rathore and Tuhin Sena for joining us this evening. We'll have to leave it there.